Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, T-Bird Stacking. Well, see who gets out here first. This is all for Jackknife, only because I know he's wanting to go to somebody else's stream. Let's see if Jackknife pops out here or OC Stacker. I think Chew is going to be the first one. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty tired tonight, but I'm gonna get on for a little bit. No, not for 3 hours, Jackknife. Not 3 hours later. Let's see here. Let's see, add new tab. Let's see. My channel. I think I have the audio down. Now, why did it do that? Wow, am I zoomed in? Shouldn't be zoomed in. No. There we go, that's better. All right. There we go. Who do you have out here? Is it Jackknife? Is it Shoe? There's somebody out here. You got one person, two people. Let's see here. I think Jackknife's going to show up. Gonna find out. I did a few more pours tonight. If you seen the pours, I got one here that I cleaned up. The other two I didn't. I got three from the other night. Just come on just for a little bit of chat and talk about the pours I did. See if I can't roust OC Stacker, Jackknife in here. I think they were out there in Michael Stackings a little while ago. He just ended his live stream. I figured I'd come on for a few minutes, but a few minutes is usually 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour. Yeah, I got to bed real late, probably about 4:30 in the morning last night, and then I got it for 9 o'clock. I got on to the live with Liberty Bleeds. He was after me for a couple of days to get on. He kept sending me some messages to join, but I was always up 2 or 3 hours after his stream. And lo and behold, boom, from 1 to 2 to 3 to 10, hit that like button. Smash it. I don't see anybody commenting yet in the chats. I got 10 people out there. Who do we got out there tonight? Let me make sure this volume's turned down as well. There we go. Yep, volume's turned down. Yeah, I got a real unique piece I poured tonight. Well, I poured two. Let me see which one. I didn't clean these ones up yet. Let me get a little closer here. Did these pours, T-Bird bar pours with my name. I use a Dremel tool to etch into the graphite mold that I used. And I had some more copper out there tonight. Somewhere 8 ounces probably. I threw it all in the furnace, melted them down. I didn't clean these ones up yet. I know which one's the very first pour and second pour, and that was the third pour on that one from yesterday. And this was the first pour tonight. It's not cleaned yet. So in order to recognize it, I scratched a little tiny one on there. Is that Jackknife? Yes, it is Jackknife. Woo! I knew you'd come out here, brother. But I etched a little one on that one because I hadn't cleaned it yet, and I don't want to clean it yet to get too many of them, get them mixed up because I want to serialize them. And I put it. You're picking up all my background here. I scratched a two on that one so I would know which ones they were. And like I said, I haven't cleaned that yet. I haven't really did a close up on either one of them because I did take my graphite mold Hold on, Jackknife. Let me, I got to scroll down, look at my chat here, make sure I don't miss anything. Yes, custom tailored one. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I did some custom tailoring on my graphite mold. I put my logo name in it, and that was the second one. This was the very first. That was my promo T-Bird pour that I did. I think you guys had seen that one, but I want to kind of compare them. They ain't cleaned yet though. But I took the Dremel tool and another tool, and I kind of made it a little bit. I edged them out a little bit wider, maybe a little bit deeper. I do notice a few subtle changes. See right there, wasn't the graphite wasn't on the side of the D. It wasn't taken. It was taken down a little too low in that one spot. So I'd fix that, and I think where the R was, I made that a little more prominent. Same thing with that. Looks like I still got a little more work to do on the edge of the B. Either that or something was in there. I don't know. Take a look at the other. Danine, how you doing? Thank you very much, Danine. Yeah, I was pretty satisfied with them as well. The last one that I had poured, which I think you watched the video of it, um, I could have stopped the pour. I was running out and I didn't have that much, so I knew I was going to have problems with it. But I had poured. This was the third pour, and I could have stopped it. The copper was still molten, and I still had I could peek in there and see it, and I still had some that was in there, but it was starting to solidify up, and I was trying to hurry up and get it out of there, and then it stopped, and I gave it a quick tap. I gave it a quick tap so it would fall down in before it solidified in there. I said, well, it'd be an easy way to get it up out of there, and I'd rather not have that left inside the crucible. So I did that. And of course, a piece just fell off from it. But anyways, I'm going to keep this just as like an artistry piece. I was very, very impressed with. I'm hoping you guys can see it as good as I can. The pour lines. This was left inside the crucible before I shook it out. And there's actually perforated holes in it at the very tip. I wish I had my new camera working well. You'd be able to see it so much better. A little piece just fell off because I used a tool to kind of clean it up a little bit, and I went down a little bit too much with it. But if that would have stayed on there, that would have made it a nice little piece. But I really like the way that design came out on it. Of course, it does say T-Bird on the bottom of it. I got the full T-Bird effect on it. I did clean it up pretty much. But yeah, that's a unique little piece. And if I get tired of it, I can always I could always remelt it. But what I think I might do, and let me know what your comments are. I kind of like that, but it's so super thin at the top. It's very, very thin, and there's holes in it. I think maybe if I'm going to keep it, I think maybe. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think I should cut it off there. Let me get this back in focus. If I should kind of cut it off there and round it off there to where I just have that, maybe. What do you think? What do you think, Jackknife? 1 out of 20. Come on, man. You got to give me better than that. I got to look down here. You know, I'm looking back. Dating the dream. Jackknife. Uh-oh. Why am I getting a little circle of death on my laptop? That doesn't make any sense. Book page holder, maybe. Yeah, book page holder, maybe. I don't know why on my laptop I'm getting a circle of death. Oh boy. I don't know. No, it's gone away now. Well, that was kind of odd. Yeah, sometimes accidental pours happen. Yeah, they do. It wasn't so much an accidental pour. It just I knew I was down to a little bit, and I didn't have enough to really pour in the mold, but I didn't want to leave it in the crucible. The copper, if you leave it in there, is very difficult to cut up, and when it's in a solid chunk like that, it takes so much longer for it to melt. Other than the wire and the other pieces that I have to remelt them, and it lessens the life of the crucible. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to pour it all in there as much as I could before it started solidifying, and then I still didn't quite have enough, and I thought I could get just a last little drop in there before it started to solidify, and I couldn't, and then I just kept tapping it, and it fell out, and it landed in the puddle of liquid copper that hadn't solidified up yet. Um, I kind of purposely did it that way there I could get everything out of my crucible. I didn't have to mess around with it. How did you not see a phoenix? I don't know. I see a phoenix in there. I that's during the video. You can even hear me say what I say, a phoenix, my phoenix spore. But if you're talking about that, I can kind of see it. I've got a very imaginative mind, and even if you, there's many different ways to look at this. If you look at it, you can kind of it. The camera doesn't do it justice, but you can also almost see like a guy right there, like with wings in a way. There's many different ways to interpret this, but I could sit here and look at that for hours and come up with all different types of designs you can see in it. But let's get to some of the designs on the other one. This was the first pour I did tonight. I haven't cleaned it up. Um, it's got some nice, unique pour lines as well. Kind of reminds me of a forest in a way, but if you look at it close, if I can get something, I can maybe a pointer. I gotta use something for a pointer. I don't like using this Sharpie. Let me see. This is too big. Let me get it in focus again. If you look at this, you can almost see like there's a flying bird there, and it looks like there's another one there with wings. And it just seems odd that, am I just seeing it? If you look at it close, you can see the body of it and the head is up there towards the top of my fingernail. Jackknife's going to think I'm crazy now. But you can almost look like there's another bird over here with another head right there. I'm hoping I can get that. I mean, you can actually almost even look at it to where it looks like serpents too, in a way. Maybe some dragons or some snakes, but I see like our wings span, like a spread of a wing on that side. But like I said, you could always, with an imaginative mind, you can always take things out, not out of context, but you can always look at things and see things that other people don't. Now, this is the other one. This is the second one that I had poured. This actually was the second one for tonight. So it would actually have been my one, two, three, my fifth pour, copper pour, T-bird pour. Um, I see a lot in here, but I can't make anything out. The ripples, I didn't get as many ripples out of that. I thought I did. I can almost, like I thought I seen a peacock. If you look at, I wish I had a better thing to point with, but it looks like a peacock right there with the feathers, the peacock feathers in the tail right down there. Can you kind of see it? And you can see the head looking back with the beak facing this way. By me pointing it out, you might be able to see it. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what I see. Everybody sees things differently. Not everybody sees things alike in the same way. Actually, you got me thinking here. Might be really this opportunity of making poured bleh, ink blot test. yeah, I've done those ink blot tests before a long time ago. Um, I did those way back in high school, and if I'm not mistaken, hey 3D Woodworks, how you doing? How's it going, brother? But I can't remember, but I went for U.S. Customs Canine Enforcement, and I went down to Albany for a final screening. And I don't even want to get into detail about that, but they do like an ink blotter test type thing like that as well. But that's another whole different ball game. Anyways, 3D. I'm glad you came on. I think you see my video. I know exactly which ones these ones are from yesterday. This was pour number one. That was pour number two. That's pour number three. And I'm assuming out of gratitude to you, I did tell you I would do a T-bird pour for you. And this is your pour, brother. That's for you, and I'll be sending that out to you as long as you're happy with that. I'm going to stamp it 001. I'm not sure if I'm going to put 001 here on the bottom or if I might put the weight right there and do the opposite on the other side. I don't think I need to stamp T-bird on it. But yeah, surprise. I think you already knew that though. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's a lot of different characteristics. I see a bird in flight there. I see another. I need a pointer, but looks like there's a some type of a figure there, and if you look at it in a different way, it looks like there's a fish. Like I said, you got to have an imaginative mind, something that sees more than what the average person does. Not a lot of people will see things like the way I may see things. But yeah, if you're happy with that, I'm sorry I cleaned it up for you. I like my copper pourers clean like this. If you want to retone it up after, you can do it. But you're gonna like that, brother. That's 001. You're gonna get my very first promo T-Bird bar pour, and I etched out the T-Bird. It's not stamped. I etched it out of the graphite mold with a pneumatic uh, pneumatic air tool that I have. And tonight let me see this one. I purposely left these. This was pour number one for tonight, which was my fourth pour. I just went over. I'm trying to show everybody the designs in the back. Now I can't get it focused. The different designs that you see with the different. Every pour is different. Every single one has different pour lines. There's that one, and then this one was number two. I'm going to clean those up, but I don't want to clean these up yet. I don't want to get too far because I want to stamp them, keep them in sequence 001, 002, and so on. Try to get that. That was the the fifth one, and then the sixth one was this one right here. I poured. I went to go pour it out, and I stopped. I could have stopped with just that little bit. I didn't have hardly any left in there, and I could have held on, but I tried to tap it all out. There was a little bit of molten copper left in there. I was trying to get it out, and I didn't. And then I tapped it harder, and that piece fell into the molten part, and I left it like that. I figured I might as well do that, and I can just break it off if I wanted. That way, I'm not fishing around for it inside the hot crucible. But it came out with some really amazing pour lines, and I call it a Phoenix pour. That was kind of, I'm going to use it as a paperweight or something. I might keep that and just maybe break that off. But I thought about maybe, I think Jackknife agreed earlier. And yes, Jackknife, I'm not watching the chat now. I'm looking back at it. But I'm thinking about taking this top piece off. And I think Jackknife agreed. I don't see who else has put a one. I said to put a one if you think I should take that piece off and leave it like that. Cut that piece right off. The handle of God. Liberty bleeds. Yeah, yeah, that was kind of. Thanks for stopping by, Liberty. Yeah, I was just before Michael Stackins live. I was watching our live stream, going over it, and I watched it halfway through. I want to go back to that and watch it. But yeah, that was kind of neat though, the way that came out. I'm going to keep it for a little bit. If I do anything, I just might chop off that little piece. Uh, uh, it's too the top part is way too thin. Is way thin. I mean, it's funny how I had to work at the very tip of it. And I apologize, my hands just from playing around with this stuff and the graphite, the graphite molds that I was touching and messing around with earlier. Let's see, did I miss anybody? The hand of God, I like that one. But yeah, looks like a copper version of Groat. Yeah, I'm not sure Groat. I'll have to look that up because I'm not sure who or what that is. The copper version of Groat, Groot. I'll have to look that up afterwards. Don't melt it. No, no, it's a piece of art to me. It's just like my when I was doing my silver pour there. You guys, I think you all seen the waterfalls. That's another piece of art that I got from. It's the same scenario. I had just a little bit left in there, and I could pour it out. But if you don't pour it out quick enough, it starts setting up when you don't have a lot in there. So it's like even to put like if I'm pouring an ounce of silver or an ounce of copper, it's better to have 4 or 5 ounces in there to pour an ounce. It pours so much better because the if you got just enough just to say you're going to pour it, you got to tip it up, and then within the meantime of getting that metal to start flowing, if you do it too fast, it shoots out too fast, and it overshoots your spot where you're pouring it into your mold. And if you pour it too slow, then it starts setting up on you. So from my experience, I would much rather if I'm going to pour 2 or 3 ounces, even if it's 2 or 3 different pours, I'd rather have 3 times more than, well, at least double the amount that I want to actually pour. That's liquid metal, and it just makes it so much easier. And it's like I did on one of my second or my third silver pours. What I end up doing is I was pouring some of these other pours back here, and they all went flawlessly. And instead of that's what was left inside the crucible, and instead of pouring it and trying to put it into a little button and making a mess or shooting right out, I decided just to leave it right inside the crucible, and I made myself a nice little piece of silver with some design on it, which I thought was kind of unique and nice. Um, but hey, Silver and Cigars, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yeah, I am Groat. Yeah, I gotta look that up. You guys got me dumbfounded. I don't know about who Groat is. I'll have to research that afterwards. Hope my phone don't end up dying on me. I got it plugged in. I was down to like 7% on Michael Stackins. I played Groat pinball machines not too long ago. I don't know what Groat is. I'll probably research it and look it up, and then I'll end up seeing what it is. I think I know what you're talking about. Is it some kind of satanic like creature or something on TV? It's like a show or a movie that came out. I vaguely remember something to do with that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's spelled Groot. Hmm. I am Groat. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. You guys got me curious, but I'm sure it's something I've seen before. I'm sure of it. Groot. So it's like grew with a T. Groot, but it's spelled Groot. He's from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, yeah. I've seen that. I think I know what you're talking about. That's that uh, the planet eating thing there. Groot, planet eating or whatever it was, goes through the universe eating planets. Or no, is it that tree dude? The tree dude with the friends of the raccoon. Okay. Yeah, I've only watched that movie like maybe like once in my entire life, maybe twice. Oh, now I know what you're talking. Yeah, yeah, that's what that resembles. Groot. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah, it's coming back to me. Yeah, everybody's saying it. The tree dude. Did somebody say it earlier and I just didn't see it? Or is my laptop that lagged behind? That's what he that's why he doesn't remember. Okay. Okay, Jackknife. They're in the movie. Mrs. Tears saying, wake up, T-Bird, wake up. Yeah, probably. She should be getting done work anytime. She's usually done by now, but sometimes she works longer. But yeah, he went Liberty Bleeds out here. Yeah, I'm really tired, guys, and I apologize. I've had a very busy day. I'm always I'm a night owl. I'm up to 4:30, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed around 4:30. Set my alarm for 9 o'clock because I thought my pal, my buddy, Liberty Bleeds, was going to get on about 10 o'clock my time, but no, he got on before 9 o'clock my time, and I had my alarm set for 9 o'clock so I could get up enough time to make a coffee, wake up a little bit, and be prepared. And and I got up and he was already on. I'm like, no. So I got on. Like, hey, William, how you doing? So yeah, you had me played. You had me played. Yeah, it was a good show, but I got up early specifically so because he was trying to get me or somebody to go live stream with him, and I missed him 2 days in a row. And the first day I was just busy, I had so much going on, I didn't even respond back to him, and I'm like, no. And then the second day, and I'm like, why? He's gonna think I'm what did they call that? Oh, I can't even think of it. I'm so tired. Uh, but it's like I was standing him up, and I wasn't. And so I purposely set my alarm and I sent a message, get on tomorrow. I got on with him. It was good. I wish it could have been longer. I know his phone died the first time, like I'm afraid mine's going to do, but it shouldn't. I got it plugged in here. Um, we got back on. It was just becoming daylight over at his place where he lives. Let's see. Get up early in the West Coast. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a late sleeper, especially for my area. Like I said, I go to bed really early or late in the morning, however way you look at it. But on average, I'm up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5 in the morning, and averagely I'll get up like 11. 11 is early. 11:30 is early. Sometimes noon is when I usually get up. But I appreciate everyone coming in, checking out my pores. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. I do got one video out there, and I don't know if it's hit 1,000 yet or not. But wow, yeah, I got one short. I've not yet. I've had a short or a video hit 1,000 views. Um, Half hour, an hour ago was at 960. Of course, it was at 930 way earlier in the day. It's like within the first 10, 15 minutes of being out there, it went right up to like 600 views. Um, but like I said, about a half hour to an hour ago was like about 930, and just before I got in this live stream, I think it was 960. I'd love to be able to see that one short hit 1,000K just to say I got it one time. I think there may be a type of one of those content creator awards or whatever. I've got several of them. I've already hit 1,000 view hours award, and I hit something else. I forget what it was. I can't remember, but there was several things. I took snapshots of them on my phone. I was going to post them on my wall, but I haven't. Not at all. Would always think the best of you, my friend. Thank you very much, Liberty Bleeds. I appreciate you, and the same to you as well. Jackknife, thank you as well. I know you like picking on me and joking with me. You keep me in line, brother. My Canadian brother. Yeah, he's more mid in the Midwest part of Canada. He's up there where it's colder than what we got. How cold you got it over there tonight, Jackknife? In Fahrenheit. Don't give me that Celsius stuff. But I know we got 17 degrees here. I know earlier when I was out in my garage, it was 30 degrees. I had to turn that heater on. It's I brought it up to like 40 degrees, and I think I hit like 42 degrees, and I was a little weary on pouring my copper because the first time when I poured it was cold like that as well, and the copper poured was more difficult at 30 degrees versus like 54 degrees. I had my garage up to 54 degrees um, yesterday. Uh, Today I had it at I think 43 or 42 degrees, and it seemed to pour just as fluid as it did yesterday. But I on all my pours, my first, let's see, that's my first one. My first pour, my second pour, my third pour yesterday were flawless. My fourth pour, which was my first pour today, I gotta look at this one. That's my first pour today. That one flawless. That one went flawless. This I can't say it went flawless because I knew what the outcome was going to be because how little I had left. I could actually open the top, and I did a short, and I did a short about looking down inside there. If you've seen that short, I looked in there and I could see there wasn't hardly any metal in there, and I wasn't even going to do anything. I was just going to shut it right down, let it harden, and then just dump it out. But I said, I found a couple of small pieces, and I thought maybe I could get enough to make a small little one, maybe a little bit thinner than this pour. And then when I was pouring it out, I knew it wasn't, and it was the metal I could see was starting to set up a little bit, and I was trying to get it out of there, and I started shaking it, get, and it didn't make it. And the last part I could have stopped, but but the metal on this piece, the metal on the base was still molten, and within an instant, I decided to take it and shake it out so I could just grab it afterwards and pull it out of there and not have no metal left inside my crucible. But I had no idea at that point that it had that kind of a design in it. It was wicked. Yeah, but I appreciate everybody stopping in here tonight and spending some time with me. I tried to spend a little more time reading the chat. I just wanted to talk a little more and just show a little bit out, a little bit about my pours. And I really feel honored that a lot of you that are in here and other people that are not in here have commented so dramatically on my pours, and they love them so much. And you know it's something that I enjoy doing. I'm glad it's bringing other people like Nadine and you know 3D and everybody uh, that enjoy watching the pours and seeing it. And that's what my intentions are to do. If I didn't have YouTube, I think I would be doing it anyways. I might have not been doing it this year. I might have been doing it next year because it's something that I've already had in the back burner, just like my fume hood that I'm building out in my 10 by 10 shed. I'm not in my 10 by 10 by 10 shed where I'm pouring. I got another total shed. It's a nice shed with heat, lights, and everything. I've got a fume hood being built there so I can make my own silver cell, do the street tips thing. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I've talked about it. Thank you, Williamine, for coming in. But I've watched street tips for over 3, 4 years. I understand a lot of his procedures and what he needs to do, and I have all the equipment to do it with. And if you watch my before Christmas, before December, um, I was talking about it, about my pours, and I actually broke out one of the receipts to show you that this wasn't something you all know that I started being a content creator this June of this year. Prior to that, I had one groundhog video out there that was from a few years prior. It's like I had a YouTube channel from 2014, but I never really intend on doing anything, not presently, but I was going to wait until I retired from work to where I could spend time to show my coins, to display my coins, to show everybody. Oh, Jackknife, I'm sorry. Oh, where is he? Are you still here, Jackknife? Oh, he loves to hear my silver. He's just, come here, Jackknife. Come here. There he is. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You're the only one I'll bang my buffaloes around for, brother. I know you like that sound. And even clang my 10 ounces. Oh, sorry about that. Got the card. I like that sound too, and I don't mind banging them around. They're in protective sleeves anyways, and they're my silver, and I'm gonna have them forever. I'm not getting rid of those. But I lost track of what I was talking about. Yeah, okay, I should go get my gold and show you my gold again. Eh? Guys, Babo, what's going on in here? He says. Oh, we're just chatting away, clanging my silver around for jackknife. I was talking about something. I lost sight of what I was doing. What I was saying. Where was I? Oh, the groundhog thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I had that groundhog video there for forever. But what I was talking about was my porn. It's not something I just pulled out of my hat because I thought it would make good content. It's something that I wanted to do and been wanting to do even before I started the channel. I showed a receipt. I'm not sure where I got it now. It's somewhere in this room, but I pulled out a receipt showing you all that those molds, graphite molds, and some of these things like this. Oops, sorry, bumped the thing. I had purchased back in October. I forget October 13th or October 17th of 2022 before I even ever started a YouTube channel. It's just something that you don't amass what I had, what I showed here, what I've showed in my videos overnight. I haven't even showed a tenth. I haven't even showed a 50th of the silver and stuff I have. I don't know if I ever will show it all. Who knows? But I just something I enjoy to do, and I enjoy to bring it to you. That something that the silver stacking community enjoys. Um, but I've always wanted to pour metals, and that's what I've always done because of my metal scrapping from computer parts, from gold scrapping to silver scrapping, and I wanted to refine it down to 999 pure silver or pure gold by doing the sweet tips processes with acids and melting it down. I haven't yet. I gotta cure that yet. Yeah, with some borax. I haven't got to that yet, but I'll be doing that sometime. It'll be closer to summertime than I don't want to do that out in a cold garage. I want to do that somewhere where it's warm, so it's going to be nice. But it's something that I've been doing and thinking about for a long time, and I'm not waiting anymore. Don't let life pass you by. And I got 5 people. I got 12 likes. I thought I had more, and I had 10 one time. I might have had more, but don't let life pass you by. Do the things that bring you joy, that brings you happiness. If you got people and friends, family, and I consider you guys my YouTube family, um, share it with them, you know, and that's what I'm doing. And that's what I want to do. It makes me happy, and I hope it makes you happy. But, anyways, everybody, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to let you guys all go tonight. Might even not do the countdown, Jackknife, but who knows? I might. But whip the dish is ready good. We're doing some small pours. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the dish is what I had intend on doing my gold and 3D. Um, do I have that out here? Yeah, well, this is going to be for the silver heart. There's some more silver for you, Jackknife. Yeah, I got to wrap it up. You know how the bird talks. I can keep going. I mean, like the Energizer. I just keep going and going and going and going. But yeah, yeah. See, Tiger's rigged. Did you guys see Tiger's rigged? I got this last Christmas. This Christmas, I've shown it once before. The double Tiger round. I won on Tiger's Christmas Ga 2023. That's before I had a channel. There's more silver. I won't melt that down though. I won't melt that down. I'm not into melting my coins down. But yeah, if I need something, I'll buy silver shot, and hopefully by the time next year, I'll be making my own silver shot and my own silver cells out of my silver scrap that I have. Yeah, I wish you were. I wish I was stacking more when I was younger. I was. I've been into it for wow. I don't even want to know. I've been watching YouTube channels and stuff since 2014. I've watched a lot of the silver communities, not the ones that I'm involved with now. Some of them ain't even there. I think Silver Dragons is one of my very first ones. Yankee Stacking. I was watching him, and I wasn't subscribed to him for a year and a half. I just watched his stuff. I never subscribed to him for at least a year and a half. And then after a while, I said, "Oh, you get that subscribe button? Okay, I'll click. I'll hit that." So I subscribed to him. Um, but I used to watch a lot of YouTube stuff. And I know each and every one of you that are out here right now, I never seen any one of you out there 4 or 5 years ago, but I've been watching YouTube pretty steady since 2014. But anyways, everybody, have a good night. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Uh, thank you, Jackknife. Thank you, Liberty Breeds, for stopping by. Thank you, Rez Babo. I hope I pronounced all your names right. Jackknife is hard not to not pronounce right, but he could have that French accent on there. Hey, Jackknife, hello, you know. Parle français? Parle français, Jack? No, you don't speak French. You're in the Midwest. It's only up here around my area. Over in Quebec. Yeah, you're a group. How do you spell it? Bleh, whatever. I'm tired. Thanks, Jackknife. Thanks, 3D. Y'all have a good night. Thanks, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you, Williamie. I'm gonna go back here real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anybody. I know Danine was in here. Thank you, Danine, for stopping in. There's a few. Hey, John Carp Camper. I noticed you out there. I didn't say hello to you. I hope you're still here to say for me to say goodbye to you and have a good night. I hope everybody has a great night and a happy new year. I'm going to keep saying that probably for another week or so, probably. Yeah, the Christmas decorations. I got a few things that came down, but they're going to be staying up for here for about another 3, 4 more days, and it's going to all disappear. Alrighty, guys. Take care. As Liberty Bleeds would say, peace out and stay shiny. Woo. Have a good night, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night, Al. T-Bird out. Peace.